Okay, it is about 8:30 in the morning. I've made my way from the hostel that I'm staying at, which is Elizabeth Hostel. I've now got to the library that you saw me at yesterday in the previous vlog, so if you haven't watched that, it's up here. But yeah, at the end of yesterday's video, you heard me saying that I had an interview yesterday with a company that was looking for aspiring videographers and photographers, and I want to just tell you a little bit of a backstory before I tell you what actually happened yesterday. So I basically applied for the job, sent the email, and it wasn't until like half an hour later I was going through my emails again, and I looked at that email that I sent to that company that I was applying for, and I realised that I hadn't attached my CV on the email. So I thought, oh my god, I need to go and get this CV to them. So what I did was I created a whole new email, and I made sure that I attached my CV this time to the email, and then I sent it off, and it was all good. Fine, so I left it, and then I started preparing for the interview. Obviously I finished the video off yesterday, and I went back to the hostel and made notes and all this kind of stuff. And the interview was at 10 AM with a person called Emma. Now on the email it said that, on the email that I received from that company, they told me to attend the interview at 10 AM and ask for Emma. So I thought, okay, cool. So this is where it gets really funny. I wake up on the morning of the interview, and I think it was like 5 AM. I woke up at 5 AM, I got myself ready, showered, I tidied up my beard, and you know, I put on my shirt, and I made myself look really good, because this is a job where I was going to be able to do my passions in videography and photography. So I thought, right, I have to make an effort here, I have to get this job. So I make my way to the interview. I had the address on the email, so off I went. I walked, it was about a 2-mile walk, and during that walk I was able to think about all the things I was going to say and that, and I was hyping myself up. I was telling myself, I can do this, I can get this job. And I'm making my way, and I find the place, and I go in, and I go to the elevator because it said that it was on level 9. So gets in the elevator, and I'm standing there, and there was this guy who came rushing in just as I got in, and I said hi to him, and we shook hands and we got each other's names, and I said to him, oh, so you must be interested in, no, I didn't say that first. I said, hey, so are you here for an interview? And he said, yeah. And I said, oh, are you in the same office as I'm going to? And he said, yeah. And I said, oh, cool, so you must be interested in filmmaking and photography as well then? And he was like, filmmaking and photography? And I was like, yeah, you know, filmmaking, photography, the job that we're applying for. And he was like, no, don't think so. And I was just like, oh, okay. So at that point I should have realized, but I didn't. I just completely bypassed it because I was so determined that I was going to get this job. So I made my way into the office with this guy, and I approached, he approached the reception first, and he said, oh, hey, I'm here for the interview. And the receptionist, she gave him a clipboard with all the details, and he went and sat down. I then went to the receptionist, and I said to her, oh, hey, I'm here for an interview with Emma for the videography and photography position. And she just looked at me and was just like, videography and photography? I went and sat down, and I started filling out this form, and then I got to the last question, and it said, name 5 valuable traits that are used in face-to-face promotions. And I looked at that question and I thought, God damn, I'm at the wrong interview. So I start semi-panicking at this point, and I'm going redder because there's people sitting there waiting for this interview, like they're actually there for that interview, and I'm just thinking, okay. So I'm waiting for the receptionist to get off the phone so that I can just tell her, look, this is the company that I'm here to apply for. And she's like, no, this is not the company, blah blah blah. And I was just like, okay, I guess I'll be seeing you. So I gave her back the clipboard, and then I went out, and I went on my phone, and I'm like trying to figure this thing out. Why have I received an email telling me to come here when it's not even the job that I've applied for? So I'm going through my emails, I'm backtracking, I'm like, right, okay, so I sent that email, I didn't send the CV, so I redid the email, attached the CV, and guess what I did? Somehow, I do not know how I did it, but when I rewrote the email and attached the CV, I managed to send it to the wrong email address. So instead of sending it to the company, I sent it to the wrong email address. God damn. So it turns out that I never actually had an interview, and I've not been contacted by the job that I've actually applied for the videography and photography yet. So I'm still waiting to hear back from them for an interview, but I've made sure that they have my email and that they have my CV. So I'm hoping that they will get back to me. Alright, so behind me is a closed library. It's 7:30 at night. I was a bit unlucky because I was actually creating a video today. I've edited it and I've exported it to my laptop, but I wasn't able to upload it in time before the library closed. So what I am doing is using the library's Wi-Fi outside to upload my vlog. Yeah. Alright, done. It's uploaded. Alright, let's do it. Let's go. That's my run of bad luck for today, and I'm pretty sure I'm out of bad luck now for the foreseeable future.